joining us. Al's Boro Creations. You won't regret it. Um, so, without any further ado, let's go see what Steve thinks about this because I know he's going to be excited about it too.
What up, y'all? Tonight's a really special night. We got Al with Al's Boro Creations here. His sculptures, his goblins, the sculpture work, it is phenomenal. You got to check him out. You got to follow him. Chris has got him coming up here in just a minute. I really want to say thanks a lot for following us, supporting us. It really means a lot. And anyways, Elev8, mind, body, spirit. Y'all have a great one.
Awesome. Thanks, Steve. That was super fun. And now for our very special guest, Al of Al's Boro's Creation. Hey, man. How's it going?
What's going on?
How did you get started blowing glass?
How did I get into glass? I saw a bunch of, I've always been into like pipes, but my brother went to school in Boston. I'm from New Jersey, and I would go up and visit him. And his friend that I would always go see, he had a bunch of like Toros and I'd always check out his new bongs that he was getting. And then the one time he had an elbow and like a coil piece and all these crazy sculpted pieces. And I was like, you could do this out of glass? I knew you could make all this, clear stuff, but wow. And I was like, how do you do this? And then I started just researching it. I took a little bead making class by me and just kind of watched some videos online and just got into it.
Very cool. What year was that you started?
That was 2012.
Nice. So you mentioned a bead making class. Was that all you started with? Was like little beads and pendants, or did you try to dive right into pipes after that?
Yeah, the first thing I took was a bead making, but when you make beads, you make it on a mandrel, so you're making it on like a rod. You're pushing the glass on there, so it's a little bit different. I remember the teacher telling her, like, she's like, how do you work off mandrel? How do you even do that? So it's, some crazy for some people to even understand that. But yeah, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and then I took a class with Jason Gordon. He's up in upstate New York. That's when I was doing it for probably like 6 months or so. So it was a bunch of trial and error before I actually like took a class, and I was like, oh, okay, because
Very cool.
In front of me.
Very cool. Do you keep any of the stuff you made back way at the beginning of your career?
Oh yeah, I got a whole bin of old stuff that
Nice.
I look at it, I'm like, what am I even going to do with this?
That's memories.
It is. That's what it is.
What kind of torch did you start on?
I started on a little Nortel Minor, or it's a little tube, and then I quickly outgrew that, and I got a GTT. I got a couple different ones. Started with the Phantom, and then upgraded from there.
Nice. And were you working in a studio, or was this just out of like your garage or something?
A little garage setup. I had a little single
very
concentrator that was barely enough to, get the glass hot. It was enough to get it hot, but not enough to really, melt it to what it needed.
Nice. Did you have a mentor early in your career?
Nope. It was the first year or so. I was really by myself. Like I said, I took that first class, Jason Gordon, and then
Nice.
I moved out to Colorado after a year, and then was living with some roommates that all blew glass, so that was, a little bit more help.
Where in Colorado did you work or live?
In Pine, like a half hour outside of Denver, out in the mountains there.
Nice. So if you didn't have a mentor, what artists did you look up to early in your career?
Oh, I was always about the sculpture. Coil and Elbow are the big ones. Salt doing crazy tea. Brandon Martin is a really big one, which was crazy canyons and all of his creatures that he does. Ghost, of course. Rhino. All the bright, vibrant colors and just, you know, you could do this out of glass.
Yeah, yeah. So, how many classes have you taken total in your career?
I've taken a bunch. Used to offer classes at their studio, which they've since shut down. But when they offered that, I took as many as I could out there.
Nice.
That's really.
Does one stick out as your favorite, or that you like learned the most at?
Um, there was a banjo class there that was pretty cool. Watching Banjo make his stuff,
Yeah.
come back from that, like, okay, I want to do something like that. I watched him do that. I think I could do that myself now.
That's awesome.
The one with like Coil and Rhino, that was pretty sick too.
Nice, nice.
Getting to learn from your mentors like that, though. I mean, I didn't really have a mentor, but being able to learn from people like that is just like, wow.
Yeah, yeah. Where did you get the inspiration for the aliens and Cthulhu characters that you make?
I mean, just growing up as a kid in the '90s, aliens was the huge thing, you know, and just sort of like that. I don't know. I had a fear like getting abducted or whatever when I was a kid, so it's kind of like facing your fears or whatever. And then the Cthulhu's, they look kind of similar to aliens, and I like making creatures that are not really of this world. Then we kind of like dragons and stuff like that. We all kind of have an idea what they look like, but there isn't really one. It just doesn't look.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Every artist kind of has their own spin on it.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you say is your favorite items to blow? Pipes, pendants, rakes?
I like making rigs. Rigs are a lot of fun. They have a lot of character, and especially I think when someone owns a rig, they're just like, wow, I know someone put a bunch of time into this, and like, you know, special connection that people use, I think.
Yeah, definitely. What is your favorite color to work with?
Recently, I don't know. I like a lot of the transparents, a lot of like the CFLs. Pastel serum, it's pretty cool.
Nice. That's a cool color. I really like that one. It's a good one. What is your least favorite color to work with?
And cadmiums when they boil up on you, but I've made some cool cadmium pieces too. Probably the stuff that like checks out on you, the stuff that you want. You know, alien tech is really cool, but then you spend a bunch of time and the piece doesn't come out, and you're like,
Yeah. What would you say is the most difficult piece you've ever attempted?
I've made a couple like call them like alien like mech suits, where it's like a little guy in like a giant mech suit, and the one was like a recycler. That one. It's going into those two. It's just sort of like, I wonder how big this is gonna be. You know, like I think it's gonna be this big, and then it turns out being this big. You're like, whoa, that got heavy quick. Yeah, probably one of the.
Nice. What would you consider to be like the most challenging style or technique to create?
For me, funny because I mean, I've always been into sculpture, so you can kind of get away with some like different shapes or whatever, and you put a whole bunch of attachments and this and that. When I see people do really clean shaping, really nice like lathe work, really and doing like, I'm like, wow, how do you get it so even? How do you get it so this and that? But and then some people look at what I do, they're like, how do you do that? I'm like, you just slap it on there, you know. So it's funny. Everyone has their different strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Do you do collaborations often?
Oh yeah, it's fun to collab with people.
Nice. Do you have a favorite collaboration or a favorite artist that you've collaborated with?
I collabed with like Shaka a couple years ago, and that was fun. I always like to do kind of like, um, it's like let's do your take on my thing and my take on your thing. So we did really cool. Like I did an alien with his icy prep, and then we did an alien like frozen in a cryogenic chamber. That was like a kind of your thing and my thing. I like to do that with other artists as well. Do some your prep, and then let me slap an alien on one of the things that you make or whatever. So mesh up both styles.
Nice. Do you have any collaborations in the works right now?
I got a bunch that I've been talking about with people. Nothing actually in the works, but I mean, always talking, getting ideas.
What is the most amount of time you've spent on a single piece?
Probably like a week or so on one of those like alien mix, one of those like harder ones. Yeah. It's hard to judge though when get to the end. You're waiting on kiln time and this.
Yeah, definitely. Do you smoke weed yourself?
Oh yeah. That's what got me into glass.
Nice. What's your preferred method of consumption?
I like a little bong that I got here, or a little rig that I made.
Nice. That was my next question. Do you use your own pieces?
Oh yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
Nice. Do you make something for yourself, or do you keep like a second piece or something like that?
I just had a piece that was a second 2 days ago, and I was just like, it was my birthday yesterday. I was just like, all right, I guess that's my birthday present to myself right there.
Heck yeah, a little happy birthday to you. Have you ever competed at any events before?
No, that I haven't.
Is that something that you would try to do in the future, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. That's just like a whole different beast, though. And I guess I don't.
Yeah.
Some people work well under pressure. It's funny when I talk with people you collab with or whatever, and it's like in school. Did you hand in your paper on time? Did you wait till the last minute to write your paper, or do you? Some people are like, "Oh, I work best under pressure the night before."
Yeah, definitely. That's something that's only for a certain type of person.
Exactly.
Time limit, and everything.
Yep, exactly.
What is your favorite thing about trade shows?
Trade shows, probably just getting to see everyone. Because I mean, I'm from New Jersey. I lived in Colorado for a little bit. Now I'm in Oregon. So I know a bunch of people kind of like across the country and moving around. So it's kind of like a big family reunion. See everyone.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. What can we look forward to in the future for Boro Creations?
I got a new creature that I've been thinking about making. I do my aliens with Cthulhu's. Pretty well known for those, but I got a couple new ones I've been thinking about experimenting with. So.
Nice. Very cool. So, viewers, keep your eyes peeled for some crazy new creatures coming out from Boro Creations.
Yeah.
Do you still find the same love and passion that you had when you first started blowing glass?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's cool. It's interesting. Like as a beginner, you spend so much time, you spend hours and hours on these little things, and you try and make it better. And once you've been spending a bunch of time at it, now it's just like, all right, I can make that in a little bit of time, and more about efficiently spend your time and create the most while you're out there. But I could definitely I have a better mindset about it as compared to when I started. But I'm still, super passionate.
Nice. Now, quick question about aliens. Have you ever had an encounter yourself?
I am the alien. What are you talking about?
Good answer. Uh, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, it's check out my work on Instagram.
Heck yeah. Check them out. Boro Creations on Instagram. Sweet. Well, thanks so much, man. We really appreciate you doing this interview with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, super fun. Well, like I said, check him out on Instagram, at Boro Creations. Thanks for watching, everybody. Man, that was a lot of fun. Don't forget, we do have a giveaway that is live right now on our page, Elev8_glass_gallery. Check this super awesome pendant out. So go and enter into that. I think we're drawing our winner on Monday at 4:20. So get your entries in. Wow, so much fun. Thanks again to Boro Creations for doing that awesome interview with me. I feel super grateful to get to talk to him. Again, go check out his work on Instagram. His work is amazing. Now we're going to go talk to Elev8.
Hi guys, it's Brandy. I'm an Elev8 doll. Happy Friday! Just wanted to tell y'all today about these awesome bath bombs we got. Look at this packaging. It's amazing. And I get 10% off because I'm an Elev8 doll. And it's super easy to join. You just go to elev8dolls.com and join. And these bath bombs are amazing. You can get them with or without CBD. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you so much. If you guys want to be a part of Elev8 Dolls, go check out their website, elev8dolls.com, and learn more there. And now to hear a little bit from Elev8 veterans.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Teresa here with Elev8 Veterans. So Elev8 Veterans is a 501c3 here in Colorado Springs. However, we do have other branches in Washington State, Missouri, and even in Florida. But what we do is we aid in the rehabilitation of veterans back into society by providing access to alternative therapies. Those alternative therapies could be such as cannabis, glass blowing, chiropractic care, dietitians. It could be anything that you need to heal and to get off of opioids in a proper manner without killing yourself. We know that when you get out of the military that's the first thing they issue you or give you is opioids, and it's the hardest thing for us to overcome as veterans because we want the medical care but we don't want the pills. So thank goodness cannabis has come along and organizations like Elev8 Veterans. We have t-shirts here in our veteran support packages. You can purchase them at elev8glassgallery.com, and we will give proceeds back to Elev8 Veterans. So the veteran support packages start at $22 and they end at $888. It starts with a patch and ends with a Super Surfer customized with your image. We also have different products as well. But when you purchase a support package, say it's $22, $18 of that is going back to Elev8 Veterans. That other portion of the proceeds is going to supply the material and the shipping to you. So that's a great deal for Elev8 Veterans. Our Silver Surfer we have here, you can get with our image or with any image that you choose as long as it's not trademarked. Or if it's on our website, you can choose that as well. We have our Super Soaker. It's my favorite glass cleaning device that anybody could ever offer. I just simply open it up when my arthritis, today it's -2 degrees in my mind. It's probably only 40, but my hands aren't working. So this generally is very easy. So what I do is I put my glass in here and then I put my alcohol and my salt after I've warmed it up in the microwave. I close this up, I shake it on in, and then I take this off, put this back on my alcohol, pour it back in there, all the while getting my device, and it's clean. Rinse it off, I can use it again. So this is the Super Soaker, and it generally is a lot easier to get off, but like I said, veteran hands. We also have our handheld vaporizer, which is another healthy way to consume that can be customized. And then let's not forget every first Saturday, our next one will be in December, where I will get professional glass blowers to come along and they will donate their time and efforts in order to make beautiful pieces like this one. When this piece is done being made, I then sell it, and when the money comes in, it goes back to Elev8 Veterans. so that we can give more glass blowing lessons and vaporizers to veterans in need. I just want to say thank you so much to the community. This has been an awesome year and a half that we've been here. Maybe it's been 2 years. Goodness, I don't even remember. But anyway, Elevate, mind, body, and spirit.
Thanks, Teresa. That was super awesome. And now we got a very special product demo. We got Steve here with us. How you doing, Steve?
I'm great, Chris. Yeah, I'm really excited about this new product. It was brought to me. I'm going to turn it on. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to turn it on. It's called the Hookah E-Rig. We just got it up on the site. And first thing you look at it, it's simple. Super simple.
Small, portable, easy.
And yeah, what I really like about this thing is the mouthpiece comes out, comes apart really simple right there. You got your water underneath. You know, a lot of the dab rigs, the water's on top, and I'm always like, oh, it's going to suck in and go into the unit or something.
Yeah, if you have like a crack in your glass piece, so it can leak into your electronic parts. But yeah, this uses
this
keeps your water away from that.
Yeah, and then this comes out right there. It's already been used a little bit, but that's your, your percolator, so we can customize these, make all kinds of cool things. That's what I'm excited about. We can customize this thing, so it really becomes customizable, and that's what I love. So I think this thing's already on. Ooh, we're almost dabbed out. I'm gonna let you go first, Chris. So I don't know if you heat it up. I think I like to have hot nails first, so that the wax drips off the thing. So yeah, we're just gonna press and hold it.
Oh, there's green flashing light.
There she goes, and go ahead, dab it in there. And so this thing will stay on sesh mode for about 35 seconds. If it turns off, again, you just press it where you hold it for 3 seconds. And then, yeah, that's it. It's got 3 temperature controls. It's got green, blue, purple. Purple's the middle. I think green's the lowest, and then blue's the highest. So, yep, he's already got that figured out. 3 times, or 3-second press, hold, go. Seems like the flavor is really good on this thing.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say, it is so tasty.
I'm also going to say it has to do with the waxes and the dabs and everything, that whatever it's called that you got. I know this is like, they call it terp enhanced, so it's got extra terpenes in it and everything like that.
That might be playing a little bit of a factor.
The front right here, it kind of has like little lights around there. So you see one there. We've been using a bunch. It's got one left, so we're on its last leg. But one light is 25, 2's 50, 3's 75, and all 4
Oh,
is
the lights
100%.
around the...
Yep. So
there?
you would see one down here, one there, and then one up there.
Gotcha.
Then you just plug the charger right in the front right there. And
just a regular mini USB charger.
Yep. And I don't know, but we do got our tips. Always going to recommend to clean that out, get those leftover fats and lipids out of there. So your next hit is nice and good and dandy, clean and fresh. Clean and fresh, man.
Gotta love that pointy tip on the tiny tip, man. When we get down those corners.
Yeah, sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. And I think for there, it really is nice.
Definitely. Pass this off to you now.
Yeah, and one thing I do know is this thing doesn't work so well without the carb cap, though. So you got to have that carb cap on there, and so forth like that. But,
it's got holes in the carb cap. I imagine you could use your finger to further restrict the airflow if you wanted to provide a different hit on there. And it's magnetized, so.
and I'm sure you've seen that once it clicked, the vapor drop got a lot bigger. But yeah, it's magnetized, so it stays on there pretty good. Doesn't. And then again, 3 times, 1, 2, 3, changes it to blue. Blue temperature. And anytime you switch, it restarts it whole session. So another thing, there's 30.
So it like starts that timer over.
Yep, exactly.
Ooh, now it's pumping. Now it's pumping.
pump up the volume. Who said that? I think that was Salt and Pepper. No, I don't know. Well, if you know, hit us up on the YouTube. Let us know who said that. Pump up the volume. I think it was DJ Magic Mike. Who knows DJ Magic Mike? Anyways, cheers, y'all. I think that was good. Chris, this was a most excellent episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks to Boro Creations for doing that awesome interview with us. Thanks to you guys for watching with us. Join us for another awesome episode next week. Elevate.
Mind, body, spirit. I messed him up.